It's your boy Rodney Perry. I'm bringing you an evolutionary experience. Hey, it's game.
Hi, this is India with Designer Accessory Adoption. Thanks for watching this video and welcome back to my channel. Today's topic will be a quick one. We're just going to go over 2 tips to get rid of storage odor or other types of odor in your handbag. So stay tuned and let's get started. Alright, hi, I just changed my setup for a little bit here because today is going to be a little bit of show and tell. So I have my little office chair here so that way I can have a bag up here to show you an example. So like I mentioned, we're going to be talking about 2 tips that I have for removing odor from your handbags. I actually will link down a blog post in the description details down below that will cover other ways to remove stains and odor from your leather goods. So definitely check out that link if you want to learn some more information about other than like storage odor, but like mildew and pin marks, things like that. Definitely check that out. So the 2 tips that I have, because a lot of times I try to source items for my personal use in addition to items that I resell that do not have odor. I just don't like to deal with the uncertainty that in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, you know, what if the odor does not come out? You know, pretty much that's considered damage. And I would then have to reduce the price of that item or pretty much sell it for less because it has to accommodate for the level of damage that has been done to the handbag. And so when I'm saying damage to the handbag, I'm talking about the odor. So some people are sensitive to smells. Some people are also allergic to scents and things like that. So it's just makes it a little bit tricky. So I tried for the most part to not buy handbags with the odor. However, sometimes it's not avoidable, especially if you can get something at a really good price. I have tried this, both of these methods with handbags that I have purchased off the pre-owned market for personal use. And I want to say make sure that you are patient. First off, you want to make sure that you want to clean up your handbag, wipe it down, and clean it off. These items have been stored for long periods of time. For the most part, people probably don't wipe them off with soap and water and clean them and things like that. So definitely make sure you're considering that, and you do that when your item arrives, especially with a material like canvas. And so that's why I wanted to use this example here. I have an Alma. Louis Vuitton Alma. If you want to see more photos of this one is actually available for purchase on my website. I will leave the link for this one down below. But with this Alma, with the canvas material, it is really good to go ahead and wipe down that canvas with soap and water to make sure, just a mild detergent just to kind of get those layers of dirt off of it. Also, I would recommend conditioning the handles as well to make sure that you don't end up with cracks on it. You will see this one is in kind of fair condition, I would consider it. This is a vintage one. I can't remember exactly what year, but it is from the 90s, if I remember correctly. But anyway, and you also want to kind of dust off the hardware as well and brighten that and kind of shine it up a little bit from the tarnishing that it has. So that's just some quick tips. Has nothing to do with storage odor, but the wiping it down does help with storage odor. So first up, you can take like a bowl like this, and the first method I have used is baking soda. So I had actually last year purchased an Hermes Victoria that had like this, it was kind of like it wasn't a storage odor per se, I guess. It was more, I guess you could consider it a storage odor, but it was more so the scent was like warm leather just kind of sitting in the sun, and so I wanted to work that scent out of the bag. And so I got a bowl like this, filled it with baking soda, and just sat it on the inside of the bag. So you just sit it on the inside of the bag. So I'll show an example of what I mean here. Let me just take out the storage packing so you can see. All right, so I removed the storage packing. So like I mentioned, to continue, you would just take your full bowl of, I was about to say storage odor, sorry about that, baking soda, and then you would sit it on the inside of the bag. Now, obviously, when you are using an open container like so, you need to be careful not to knock it over. You just want to sit it in a place where nobody's going to touch it, where you do not have a chance of knocking it over, so that way you don't end up dumping the emptying out the baking soda powder on the inside of the handbag. So just make sure you're careful about where you put it, and so it's in a set it and forget it place pretty much. And so I'll just flip this down so you can see. So obviously if this was full, I would not hold it like this, but I'm just showing for visual purposes. You would want it full with the baking soda, and then you would let it sit upright until the scent has been removed. For scents that are heavier, stronger scents, you may have to leave it sitting for a few weeks. So just make sure that you're patient. Like I said, first off, wipe your item down, make sure you condition it, and then use the baking soda as one thing that you can use to help remove the odor. And as it just sits there, air circulates, it'll help remove that scent from your bag, or at least drastically decrease it. So like I said, just keep on checking it probably like once a week. Another tip besides the baking soda is going to be coal. I'm sorry, not wood, charcoal is what I should say. So these charcoal packs are pretty easily obtained and also very inexpensive. I got a pack of these. I want to say a pack of 8. So I got 4 in this size and then 4 in a smaller size for about $20 from Amazon. So definitely check out charcoal as a good one too. I would say in my most recent case where I had to remove storage odor, the charcoal did a better job than the baking soda actually did. But these are really great because it says pretty much it will absorb moisture, which is great. You don't want moisture settling and working into your handbag materials, and it's reusable for 2 years. So when I read the pack on this one, at least, it actually said that basically once it has its properties have worn down a little bit, to reactivate it, you just stick it in the sun and for a few hours. I don't remember exactly, but you just stick it in the sun for a few hours to reactivate it. I want to say these are good for like 30, 60, or 90 days at a time, and then you need to basically sit them in the sun to reactivate them. But it's good that you can reuse these for 2 years. I think that's a great value for money. And then the benefit of this kind is that it's already in a pack, so I don't have to worry about anything falling out or spilling accidentally into my handbags or my shoes or wherever I decide to put these. It also has a little dangle tag right here, which is nice. This is not a sponsored video, but I do like this product. I will link it down below if you're interested in purchasing. But it's nice because it has this little hook here, so you can use it in a multitude of different places. So definitely consider these as well. And pretty much what I do is I'll just a bag this size, I would stick 2 of these in there, and then I'll flip this forward so you can see the inside, and I would just let it sit there at the bottom like that, so that way you don't want to zip it up because you want to allow air to circulate. So you just leave it open like so, like that. Obviously it's not that close, but anyway, like that, and you just let the air circulate and leave it like that until the odor has been removed or drastically reduced. So like I said, this is going to be a quick video. Those are the 2 tips for how to remove odor from your handbag. All right, so that wraps up the 2 tips that I had. I just wanted to leave this sitting on my lap to have a little eye candy while I wrap up this video. So that the 2 tips are to use baking soda or also charcoal as ways to remove scents, odor from your handbags. So definitely leave your comments down below for other tips that you have for removing odor, as well as pretty much, yeah, your tips. And then also, thank you very much for watching. Reach out if you have any questions, and I will talk to you again next Wednesday. Please go ahead and hit the like button to help the YouTube algorithm suggest this item to other viewers that could be interested, as well as I would love to see you as a part of the designer accessory adoption team. So please consider subscribing as well. Thank you for your time, and I will talk to you again next Wednesday. Bye.